wasn't worth it. And so I went through the stage from when I was in 5th grade all the way until my senior year of high school, where I would just sabotage every relationship I had with people I didn't deem myself to be worthy.
But you probably didn't even know that you were doing it.
No,
right? Because at that age, like, it's all coping mechanisms.
Yeah, and I would see it happening, and you know, there was things in my past where that started catching up, where I started realizing things that happened to me as a kid were not cool,
Were not okay.
And then that started messing with my head as a teenager, and so that created this just ball of anger. So like when I was in high school, I was just angry at all times. I was angry, and luckily I played sports, and that helped with it.
Right.
But I didn't know that I should tell somebody. I didn't know that I should talk to my parents about it. I didn't know that I didn't even want to tell my friends for fear that, they would feel
shame.
Like, this kid's broken. Let's stay away from this guy.
Yeah.
So even though my dad did his best, my mom did their best to put me in a situation where I would succeed, I would just constantly find myself not wanting to.
So I'm going to jump forward, and then we're going to call back, because I want to sync back up with the time in your life chronologically that we're in. But you are a phenomenal father, right? You got 2 little kids, Kason and Chloe, right? Amazing husband to Kins. And your guys' family, you are the epitome of what it means to break the cycle of things you endure. And again, I think all of us want clarity as we grow up, as we get older, especially as we evaluate things that we endured, right? Scars that happened to us, right? We want to figure out why, what our parents could or should have or would have done differently, right? But the truth is, your parents were doing their best.
They were. They tried their best. They really did.
And they're probably overcoming certain things that were done or not acted upon in their own lives, right? That like we could never know. And because I've experienced the same thing. Like all I wanted, man, and I talk about this often today, but being abused sexually as a 10-year-old boy, I found myself, all I wanted was my dad to say, "It's not your fault." And I went 2 decades not admitting anything to anybody. And then in the time that I finally was willing to say this is something that happened and try to work through some of that stuff, I was creating resentment and not allowing myself to move through. Again, my parents were trying to do their best. They couldn't have done anything to change the circumstance that I endured, but I still felt like there was someone to blame. I just needed someone to blame, even if it was God.
Something.
Yeah. Like just something to be mad at. And football was the perfect outlet, because your emotions, you set aside, right? You use them, that anger, you use that fuel, and you use the physical constructs to enforce your will, and ultimately you're using achievement for people to applaud you so that you're not like looking at the parts of yourself, or they're not seeing the parts of you that you feel are unworthy.
Right.